Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the Apostle Elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This will be a short lesson, but I just want to focus on, I was reading through Matthew, the 5th chapter. It was like earlier this week. I can't remember, honestly. But I was reading through Matthew, the 5th chapter, and the 6th verse caught my eye. And it's Matthew chapter 5 and verse 6. It says, "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled," right? And when I started going through some of these words, it started making, through the Spirit, a little bit more sense, right? And one of the main focal points of this ministry is that we are only looking for the elect, right? Some people sit there and say, well, not a lot of people, but you may have some people that may ask, or some people that may think, well, why is it that you don't want everybody? Why is this you're only focused on the elect, right? It's because the elect, like it says here, right, which I'm going to get into, will be looking after righteousness. All of our people, right, there's a reason why there is, like, when we used to bring out the posters or whatever, and it would have the 1/3, the 1/3, and the 2/3 chart, the 1/3 and then the 2/3, right, which would be the 2/3 would be like 66.9%, I think it was, right? But the reason why is because what? That small multitude, right? Right, the 144,000 and the innumerable multitude, they would be seeking after the Heavenly Father. They would be seeking after righteousness. They would be seeking after something that the other part of the pie, which is the 2/3, won't be seeking after. Because a lot of people, or especially a lot of our people, will talk about they want to get into heaven. They want to have a relationship with God. But there is a specific way that you have a relationship with the Heavenly Father. You can't just sit there and be, so long as I do good to people and, God knows my heart, thinking that, oh, well, if I try to have a good heart. No, it's about actually doing what is written of in the scriptures to the best of your abilities. It's about mainly coming back and acknowledging that you're an Israelite, because that is, like you could say, the foundation, the building blocks from where you will now start to grow from. If you don't acknowledge that you're an Israelite, if you don't call upon the name of Yahweh Bashem Shai and acknowledge that you're an Israelite, you cannot grow in this ministry. It starts with the names and also with acknowledging that you're an Israelite, because the Israelites are only the children of the Heavenly Father. So you have to do those things to then grow. If you want to sit there and call upon Jesus Christ thinking everybody can be saved, everybody can make it, right? You're not going to grow. Your understanding in the scriptures is not going to elevate, right? So again, for verse 6, it says, "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled." When I go into our word hunger, it's panao, and it says metaphor, to crave ardently, to seek with eager desire. And that is what the elect, right, those of us who have come back to acknowledging our offense, come back to acknowledging who we are seeking, we are craving with the eager desire, which is what? The kingdom of heaven. But a lot of our people, when you go out there to tell them about the kingdom of heaven, to tell them what the name of the Heavenly Father is, right, to tell them who they are not seeking that. They think of it as something foolish. This is why the main focus, obviously, is on the elect. This is why the elect is focused upon, because they will be seeking that righteousness, right? They will crave something ardently, which I'll pull up a definition of that soon, right? To seek with the eager desire, right? The elect are seeking after Yahweh Bashem Shai. The elect are seeking after the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, right? With an eager desire, right? With a passion, if you will, right? My bad. I thought I might have seen something extra there, right? So this is what they're seeking after, right? Imagine when you're hungry and things like that, right? Seeing as how it had the word hunger, right? Let's use a carnal example, a very base example. When you're hungry, right? Especially if there's not much stuff in the refrigerator. You open your refrigerator, and you looking all over. You looking in spots that you never looked for, right? All in the back. You moving stuff and things like that. You like you're hungry. Your stomach like doing them sounds and everything. You start moving everything to the side and looking for everything. Why? Because your stomach is craving food. You are hungry. I need to eat something. If I don't eat, I'm gonna go crazy. And that's how the elect are in the spirit. I need to seek after this. I need to seek after the Heavenly Father. I need to seek after the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. I need to seek after the kingdom of heaven because they understand that they're not going to be happy here. Many of our people, they may think or have a twisted, maybe twisted isn't the right word, but a wrong interpretation of what the kingdom of heaven is. So they think it's just going up there in heaven and being in the clouds and just being happy. But no, it's about establishing righteousness on earth, establishing righteousness upon the planet, right? This realm, this earth was made for our sakes. So that way we can rule upon it. So that way we can establish righteousness under Yahweh Shai and what? Have a perfect kingdom, right? A kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness. So you don't have to worry about your kids going missing or your kids, being attacked or anything like that. You don't have to worry about your woman stepping out on you and things like that. You don't have to worry about a brother having an evil eye. You don't have to worry about any of the shit that you have to deal with here is not going to be worried about. And the elect understand these things and understand that, hey, if we're seeking after righteousness, we're going to attain these things. We can have, because we did a live stream yesterday, the brother Shamyar, Ashiar, and myself. And one of the things I'm going to try to remember what I said is essentially nobody likes niggas. Nobody likes that attitude, the grimy niggas. Nobody likes, even niggas do not like niggas. Grimy niggas don't like niggas. Bitches do not like bitches. Niggas do not like niggas in general, right? But everybody always complains about these type of things. But most of our people are these type of people, grimy people, people that will scam you and things like that, people that are backstabbers and things like this. All these things that you have to worry about on this side is not going to be worried about on the other side. All the things that people want, let's just use, again, just a very basic, just keep it simple. A man wants a woman, right? A man wants to love a woman, take care of a woman, have kids. A woman wants a husband, right? A woman wants to have a man that leads and guides her, takes care of her, protects her. But what? Here in America, they give you so many options, right? Your eyes have so many options that you think, hey, if I chase after this, if I chase after that, if I chase after him and him, right? Sometimes even her, right? And then what? You have your fun, you have your fill, so to speak, but yet what? You still feel empty. You still feel wanting because this place with so many options that it gives you cannot fill you. You're just always in a constant need of hunger because what? You're not truly being filled, right? This is why a lot of women, I apologize if I mess it up again, the monkey branching or whatever it is. I just call it what it is. It's dick hopping. That's what it is. It's dick hopping. Going from man to man to man because what? They're not satisfied. They're not filled. Having so many options, having so many things to look at is not fulfilling you. That's why the elect will seek after righteousness because, like it says, for they shall be filled. They will get their desires. They know what their desires are. They know what they want. Keeping a very simple explanation, wanting a woman, wanting a man, right? For women, when I say that, right? To have a family and things like this. I'm sorry, things like that. Those are basic things that the human wants. But again, you can't have that here because of the multitude of options that are opened unto people. So therefore, the elect know that hey, if we seek after righteousness, if we, like it says here, crave ardently, right, to seek with the eager desire, we're going to have our fill in the world to come. You can't have your fill here in the world to come because even when you get supposedly your fill here, you're left wanting later. And then you're wondering, well, why is it God that I can't this and that? And then people start losing faith in God and start not believing that there is a God. But it's because of your wrong choices that's why you're in the predicament that you're in. You don't want to admit your faults. So then now it's like, oh, there's no God or something like that. Or it must be something that I'm not really understanding or something like that, which is true. Again, you don't know who your God is, and you don't know who you are, and you're going to stay in that constant state of illusion. So apologies if I went on like a little tangent there, but the main point that I want to get across is that essentially the elect are going to seek after, right, the righteousness, right? They're going to seek after the kingdom of heaven. A lot of our people are not seeking after the kingdom of heaven. They're fine with things the way it is here. That's why when you tell them America is going to be destroyed, they look at you with the weird face. Because why? Here is the place, really, you could use this in reverse. A lot of our people, or 2/3 of our people, at least here in America, they're craving, right? They desire America. They want to stay here. They're comfortable here. The elect are not comfortable here. They're seeking a place where they can be comfortable. And they understand through righteousness, they will attain that. That's why the focus is on the elect. It's not focused on everybody. Let's get that word ardently. Oh, here we go. So it says ardently. It says very enthusiastically. We're just going to say enthusiastical. Okay. Very enthusiastical. Right. Or passionately. Right. The elect have a passion for the truth. They have a passion for this. That's why we're always out there. Lord's willing, of course, we be those men. We're always out there on the highways and byways. You're not going to catch a lot of our people, right? I believe the brother Ashiar made this point last night in the live stream. You're not going to see a lot of our people wanting to put on a garment and come out there. Why? Because they're not passionate about this, right? And obviously you can't entirely blame them. It hasn't been given unto them to do this, right? Excuse me. Apologies. Right? The Lord has given us that passion, that enthusiastic spirit. Damn, excuse me, enthusiastic spirit to go out there to seek it with the desire. You gotta think about, why is it that men are going out there when it's hella hot, bugs is flying all around you? I gotta mention that. Allergies maybe, kicking your ass when allergy season comes through. It's freezing temperatures, but yet these men are always out there. Rain, sleet, snow, hot weather, always out there doing out there on the highways and byways, constantly doing lessons of the same thing over and over, right? That's how people would look at it. Why is that? Because they are hungering for righteousness. They are hungering for that kingdom of heaven. And even the men of old did the same thing. So this is how one of the signs or the keys that you would know who the prophets are, right? Again, passionately and enthusiastically, if that's how you say it. Let's just go back. And let's go back to, unless I have something here in Ezra, right? I'm going to start at verse 33. Well, this is a conversation between Ezra, the prophet Ezra, and the angel that was sent unto him, Uriel. So Second Ezra chapter 4 and verse 33. Then I answered and said, how and when shall these things come to pass? Wherefore are years few and evil? And he answered me, which is the angel Uriel, saying, do not thou hasten above the Most Highest, for thy haste is in vain to be above him, for thou hast much exceeded. Right? Did not the souls also of the righteous ask question of these things in their chambers, saying, how long shall I hope on this fashion? When cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward? So even the men of old, even the prophets were what? Seeking after, when is it going to be the time when it's going to be peace for us? When is all the good things like Ezra was asking for, right? Right? He was asking the Lord, like, Lord, I know about the covenants, I know about the promises made to our people, but why don't we have, matter of fact, let me get it. My bad. I think it starts at 50. Yeah. Right. Verse 54. Right. Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people whom thou hast chosen, which would be the Israelites. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. So he understood, right, that the world was made for our sakes, the covenants, right, the promises. As for the other people, which are the other nations, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them, the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel, which, if I'm not mistaken, he's actually quoting Isaiah, because I believe Isaiah said the same thing. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us, and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? So this is something that Ezra, right, just like I read in the 4th chapter, we're seeking. When is the covenants, the promises that you made for our people going to be fulfilled? Because Ezra was observing, right? I believe you could read that in the 3rd chapter, where he was observing those in Babylon and saying like, yo, these people are living in wealth, they're living in prosperity, but yet the Heavenly Father never made a covenant with them. He never gave them no promises. So what the hell's going on here? Why is it that his people are down, but then these people who are ever been reputed as nothing are up? Like, what's going on here? So he starts seeking answers. He wants to get the understanding of something. And that's what the elect are seeking after, right? They're seeking after the kingdom of heaven so that way they can be filled, because they understand that truly they can't be filled here. But for the wicked of our people, having that illusion around their eyes, thinking that because they have all these options, thinking that they're going to be filled. But what them keep seeking after, right, after the things of this world, shows you that what they're not going to be filled. America cannot fulfill your desires. Only the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Al Shai can fulfill your desires, not this place. That's why they keep seeking after things. That's why it's the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. For women, it's the next man, the next man. Because truly, this place cannot fulfill you having all these options in wickedness. So going back to 2nd Ezra chapter 4 and verse 35 again, did not the souls also of the righteous acts question of these in their chambers, saying, how long shall I hope on this fashion? When cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward? So they were also asking, seeking after the righteousness. They were eagerly seeking the day when the Heavenly Father would establish that perfect kingdom for them, right? Where Israel don't have to, go through the things that they go through, where it will be peace for them. Our people are trying to seek peace here on this side. They're trying to seek peace in this place, and there will be no peace for them here. So, not sure entirely what I'm going to name the title of this lesson, but that is, one of the, I'll say one of the things of why people may ask, why is there such a focus on the elect? Because the elect will be hungering and thirsting after righteousness, right? Which again, when you go into that word, it says to crave ardently, right? To seek with eager desire. So they're seeking, right, the kingdom of heaven. They're seeking the downfall of America, the downfall of our enemies, which that's another thing our people are not seeking for, right? Did not John say in Revelation, this is the patience and the faith of the saints, right? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So they would be what? Craving to see the downfall of their enemies, right? They would have a desire to see the downfall of the enemies. One more precept that just came to mind in Sirach 25 and 7. Or it might be up. Nope, here we go. Sirach chapter 25 and verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his children, which let's stop right there. Truly, you may have little moments with your son or your daughter and things like that, but truly you cannot have true joy here, because there's always going to be that thought in the back of your mind of your children possibly being corrupted, right? Or your children being taken away from you. So you truly cannot have joy of your children. And our people want to have joy of their children, but they want to have joy of their children here on this side. And this thing about it is This is the place that will corrupt your children, lead your children unto death. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, in Micah, this place will destroy you even with a sword destruction, right? Continuing in verse 7, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're seeing. But some of our people don't want that. They think that that's evil, right? No, that's wrong. You guys can't, it's evil to sit there and see the fall of your enemy. Why? They did all this evil unto us. Does it not say in Revelations, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her for all her works? So the Heavenly Father is going to recompense all the evil that these Edomites have done unto us. Recompense all the evil that these Edomites have done unto us. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Heavenly Father to recompense recompense trouble to them, recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Salakia. So it's a righteous thing for that. It's not wicked. It's not evil. These are the things that are written of in the scriptures. But these are the things, again, that the elect would be craving after, seeking after, desiring after. Right? The kingdom of heaven, a place wherein dwelleth righteousness, the downfall of their enemies. Because they know that, hey, if Esau goes down, we can have what we want. If Esau stays in power, we can't have what we want. So we got to seek their destruction so that way we can have what we want. Jake wants these things, but they don't want Esau's downfall. No. When Esau goes down, Jake comes up. Right? I'll say it again. When Esau goes down, Jake will come up. 2 Ezra, the 6th chapter. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Right? Your misery and pain that you have right here, that's all you're going to have here. But when Esau goes down, that's going to be turned to joy in the kingdom of heaven. And that's where our people will be filled. That's where you will get the desires of your heart. So I don't want to talk and ramble for too long, but pray that this video has been edifying. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachah Quadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Shalom.